Hello, everybody. Accureye here, and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. And a little bit of a Let's Talk video. And in today's Let's Talk video, I thought we'd talk about something that might be kind of important or kind of interesting for most people who are kind of just getting started on BR or Battle Royale titles. Of course, I'm using the training mission here for many reasons because we are today we are going to be talking about starting weapons, and some of the ideas to help you in a drop zone. Now, I probably won't be able to name name all of the starting weapons here because obviously, you know, see me just kind of run through this pretty quickly. Obviously here I have the R301 or 303, which is a pretty decent carbine-like weapon or machine gun-like weapon, but for now we're going to get started with like the alternator SMG. Now the alternator SMG, very accurate weapon, doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but in a pinch situation or in a startup situation, this weapon has given me quite an edge on late game and early game. And this is one weapon you might want to look for, especially as you're getting started on this game. Then of course moving on, as you'll see here, I pick up the flatline, I believe, or the hemlock here. And the hemlock, again, another nice burst fire startup weapon. I would recommend it if you are getting started on the game, as when you are dropping, you'll want to look for weapons as quickly as you can. You don't want to kind of go into a situation where you're punching people. Obviously, punching people does 30 damage per hit, but I mean the ability or the chances of you actually punching someone are very, very slim. In general, you want to look for a weapon like, for instance, the flatline here. Flatline, very nice full auto weapon. A good weapon to start off with when you're dropping if you can find it, but obviously you may not find it all the time. It has very decent accuracy, doesn't have a whole lot of recoil, and in general, you'll have a good time if you can find it. In the cases that you do find something like the Spitfire, you're going to have a real easy, good start. You're probably going to have a really good start because the Spitfire has almost no recoil, and it's literally an LMG with decent enough damage, and of course, overall decent, accuracy. You're going to find it to be pretty darn decent. Even in general, stuff like the longbow DMR or the wingman, are very, very decent weapons. I mean, as you'll see here, the wingman almost has pretty much no recoil at all. I mean, it's pretty much just kind of get a good aim at the target, get a good look at the target, fire, and you're off to the races. I mean, seriously. There's no real reason that of course, the wingman, you'll have issues with it. Same with the flatline. Again, flatline probably not the best gun to use in a hip fire situation. But if you do have the longbow and you do see people at a distance, you might want to try to pop them at a distance because at almost 55 damage at pop, you're going to only need a few shots to take them down. So, longbow, obviously a decent enough weapon, given that you can get the sight down on them. But, yeah, what about the the energy weapons? Well, the Devotion is a nice energy weapon, of course. The Devotion will allow you to, get guns, or get a good start, get a good, head start, get a good, whatever. Obviously, it does help you in situations. But energy ammo, of course, is very hard to come by, so I definitely would not recommend it. Shotgun-wise, you have the Peacekeeper, which is one of the best shotguns you can get in the game. If you manage to find this gun, you might as well just try to close in the distance and unleash heck on people. I mean, unload on them, because obviously, when you have the Peacekeeper, you're going to have a decent enough shot to take people down in 1 or 2 hits, especially if you can manage to catch them off guard looking for loot. if you can catch them off guard and catch them in a close range situation, they are pretty much done for. Same goes with the EVA 8 Auto, a fairly decent weapon, give or take. It has one of the least spreads out of the shotguns, and yeah, it's very good. Other light weapons you want to look into is like the R99. Very decent weapon, very good weapon for what you can get from a machine gun. The G7 Scout, decent enough on hipfire, decent enough on ADS or downside. Now, of course, with the G7, you kind of want to play a little more on the downside, but, you know, given that the G7 is good enough damage-wise, you can kind of play close range, too. It's not the greatest weapon to play close range, but you can do it. You know, you also have the alternator, again, like I said, I showed it to you before. You'll have the 303 or whatever the machine gun is that you'll see here. Now, what are the weapons you don't want to use? What are the weapons you may not want to touch unless it's absolutely, like I can't find a weapon at all? Well, you got the R45, which is the worst of the worst. I mean, literally, the RE45 is the worst out of the worst. You do not want to touch that unless it's like emergency situation. I gotta have something on hand. The P2020, decent enough weapon. Just remember, it's not good when it comes to damage. And then there's the Mozambique. The Mozambique, decent damage. But again, you just gotta remember, the Mozambique, not exactly the weapon you want to pick up if you have the choice. But with that being said, I mean, that's pretty much a overview of all the normal weapons. Special weapons you can get is something like the Kagar, which is a sniper. And if you get the Kagar or the sniper, that sniper, if you get that sniper, you know, 1, maybe 2 shots will take care of business. You know, if you can get a headshot with the Kagar, expect somebody to just go, oh crap, I'm done, my game is done. You also have punches, of course, which is kind of a last resort, but punches do 30 damage per hit, so, I mean, give or take, yeah, you can get away with it. You can get away with it, give or take. And then there's also the golden shotgun, which again, very, very good golden shotgun, which does also do like one of the most damage in the game. But with that being said, yeah, if you've done all of that, you pretty much are ready to drop on Battle Royale. You pretty much know everything you want to know about BR or Battle Royale titles. You'll know exactly what to drop for when it comes down to Apex Legends. And to recap, I mean, your most desired weapons, if you want to drop for anything on Apex Legends, is something like a 301 carbine, or a 303 carbine, the R99, which is submachine gun. You want the wingman if you can get it. You'll want the prowler if you can get it. Again, prowler's decent on the game if you spend time with it. You know, you want peacekeeper if you can find it. Longbow, not that bad. If you can find it, get it. But you know, same goes with like the devotion. If you can find the devotion, it's decent enough at the beginning, and it'll carry you through the game as long as you, of course, have a, you know, energy ammo. Same goes with the triple take. If you find the triple take, use it. It's a decent weapon. It's just not your ideal weapon to get if you can help it. But with that being said, you should be ready to drop. You should be ready to go. And with that being said, everybody, thank you everyone for joining me today on this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for being here. And yeah. Until the next one, everybody. This is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone.